Hey everyone, this is Pete. Welcome back to New Game Plus and our playthrough of Project Zero on PlayStation 2. So, today we should hopefully be finishing off our Nightmare Mode playthrough of the story mode. So the actual sort of New Game Plus mode of the game, if you will. So we're on the last chapter, Kyrie. Let's get going right away and see how we get on with this.
Are you?
Alright, so we have just one vanishing ghost to get in this chapter. I think I know where it is. So I'm just going to have to watch out for that, I guess. Alright, let's pick up some stuff. And let's play some music. I guess we're going that way then. Or should we have a quick look outside first? If we're able to get outside. Nope. And that's the only way we can go. So yes, I guess we're going up here then. Creepy tiny door. I find those half-height doors really creepy. I'm not sure why. It is ghosting time. One shot. Very nice. Hidden one in here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Just in case it's one that I haven't added to the list yet. Like I've said in previous episodes, I'm pretty sure that there are at least a few of the hidden ones that I haven't got yet. So our main problem is these gaps in chapter 1. There's quite a lot of those. But throughout the rest, yeah, it's just this last one we need to get, I think, because from there we're on to... These are all the hidden ones down here. And so there's 1, 2, 3... Well, just 3 gaps in there as well. So, yeah, not a lot left to do. Which is pleasing. Hopefully we'll get there. Come on, you've already had 2 bad experiences looking through holes in walls. I don't really remember this bit very well. Oh, yes I do. I was just thinking those corridors and stuff we were just going through there, I didn't really remember a lot of. But it's not an area you visit a whole lot over the course of the game. It's mostly just in this final chapter. So where we are now, we're in the rafters in the ceiling of the Buddha room. So if you look down below, you can see the altar and the Buddha statues and all those. Another hidden ghost somewhere? Over here. Somewhere. There you are. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, I think the area we're coming to next might be where the one vanishing ghost we need is. So, let's try and make sure we get her. We have saved recently, at least, so... Is it through here? Yes, I'm pretty sure it is. And I think she's in that bit in the middle. I don't think it's... Well, it can't be her. Because that was a cutscene. I'm pretty sure I remember reading at one point that the vanishing ghost we're after is... in this bit. Rare bit of actual music. Not something you hear a whole lot of in a lot of survival horror games. Again, I'll skip over all the heavy reading, so if you decide to play this game for yourself, you can explore that for yourself. But we'll watch the cutscenes first time round. Well, nothing here at the minute. Maybe you come back here. I'm sure it said it was in that area, though. Oh, there she is. Gotcha. Right. If I'm right... Yep. There we are. That is all of the wandering ghosts, apart from the Chapter 1 ones. So, we can just power on through to the end of the game now. So let's do that. Oh. No. Bad. Run away. Right, we're good. Okay, so, now what? Is the question. It's a very good question. Let's have a look in here. Now, this is the downstairs of the Buddha room, so we were just in the rafters of this room. As I recall, there's some stuff in here that we need. Or maybe there isn't. No, I guess not. Alright, well. Let's go check the shrine out in the back garden. And hope we don't have to fight anyone. Oh, that's boarded up. Okay, so I guess we're not going that way then. Fair enough. In that case, what about out in this square garden? Not that way either. Okay. It's worth checking all these side routes, just in case you come across any hidden ghosts or healing and film items and stuff. So, while you can sort of speedrun this if you really want to, and in fact you get like a ranking, excuse me, you get a ranking at the end of the game according to how quickly you did it and what your score was and that sort of thing. Especially on Nightmare mode, it is worth taking your time a bit just to make sure you hoover up all the items you possibly can. Interestingly, when we come to Project Zero 5 on the Wii U, the items you collect actually form part of your score at the end of a chapter as well. So that's not something I believe that happens here. But yeah, it is something that the series has experimented a bit with over time, is exactly how it handles the way that items spawn and you find them around the place. So Project Zero 3 had quite an interesting approach where, I think I've mentioned this in the previous video, where a lot of health and basic film drops were in the same place in every chapter, and they'd respawn each chapter. So you could go around, you could always collect these things from the same place, so you would never run out of healing items and film if you knew where to go and get them. Project Zero 4 then went and allowed you to use your score to purchase items. So you could actually buy certain types of film and healing items from save points. And you found a lot less of them lying around in that game. But that wasn't unbalanced because the save points in Project Zero 4 were quite a long way apart. So you'd have to, more often than not, you'd have to sort of go out of your way to go and find a save point to stock up on things. It just meant you wouldn't run into an unwinnable situation at any point. Well, I guess there's only one way we can go then, isn't there? I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, okay. Right then. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it's funneling us towards the big scary door and the underground bit. But evidently not. In here, maybe? Yes. One thing I still find pretty impressive in this game is how seamless the whole world is. So, you'll notice that there aren't any loading breaks once you're into the game. There is a loading break when you reload a game and at the start of a session, obviously. But when you're just exploring, there's no loading. So the reasons you go through doors so slowly is because those are very well disguised loading breaks. There's just no load screens. There's no interruption in the action. So anytime she's sort of transitioning between areas, it's loading the next one in while you do that. But it gives the illusion of the game being completely seamless. And it makes the whole world feel a lot more coherent. Which is really nice in a game like this, where sort of navigation and finding a way around and understanding how areas relate to each other is really important. Alright, we can go through Scary Door. Let's save before we go through Scary Door, though. Because, well, we have no ghosts left to get. There may well be death waiting for us. And no one likes death. Ah, here we are. So now we're on the other side of that pile of rubble that she saw Mafuyu through earlier. Are we at the end already? I thought the final chapter was longer than this. Maybe not. Oh well. So these people here, when you encounter the ghosts, probably these ghosts in fact, yeah, oops, yeah, the ones you encounter in groups, they are that group of people we just saw in that cutscene. Right, let's not die. Oh, God. Yeah, let's move away a little bit. I remember this fight from my first playthrough. Always good to try and counter them when you can. As not only does it repel their attack, it does a little bit more damage as well. And also you get more points for it. So one thing, when we retry the mission mode after we've done this, one important thing we're going to have to do in order to get the high scores is try and paralyze the ghosts while they're in the middle of their attack animation, because you get bonus points for hitting a ghost while it's paralyzed as well. So if you can combine that with the bonus you already get for the shutter chance. Excuse me. I think I've now belched in every one of my main video series on this channel now, so I hope you've enjoyed those. Once again, this was a curry and coke burp, so please enjoy. Hee man at bottom. Yeah, I think we actually are coming up on the end. Really did think this last chapter was longer. Oh well, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It saves us all a bit of time, as long as we don't mess things up horribly.
Stop.
That is horrible. And these games aren't especially violent for the most part. A lot of it is just implied, but it's the stuff that's implied is really horrible. Alright, where are you, rope lady? So she has quite an irritating habit of teleporting behind you. Is her thing. But other than that, she's pretty easy to defeat, so... not a huge problem. Yeah, just this whole room is nasty. Because you got this blood-stained table, and you got the troughs that are leaking the blood down into the corners of the room. It's just, ugh, yuck. You know, really creepy rooms like this is something that Japanese horror games seem to do really well. Like if you've ever played Corpse Party on the PSP and Vita, that's really good at doing creepy rooms. And that does that with minimal graphical assets. Creepy ropes. Let's... oh no. Get out of here. I care not for your creepy rope noises. Leave me alone. No! No, definitely not. Now, I don't mind using my items a fair deal here, because the one thing with the final boss is that she is one-hit kills. And so your healing items aren't really a whole lot of use. So at this point, it's sort of okay to burn up a few of your medicines and your sacred waters and so on. Right. Right. Question is, can we go back and save? I don't think we can. What's on the map? So the last save point is down at the bottom of the well over there. Let's just see if we can go back, because I really don't want to have to do those again if we do happen to mess up the finale. So bear with me a moment while we go back and check. Well, that answered that quickly, didn't it? Can you say point of no return? I can. Yep, this is the end. Well, nice short episode for you today, hopefully. Hopefully. So yeah, it all went a bit wrong.
Mafuyu.
Miku.
We'll always be together.
Well, only one thing for it. That is, equip the best film and blow the crap out of her. Hopefully without dying. Where are you? Oh god, you're very close. Now, you can only damage her by doing 0 shots, so that's why having the better film is a really good idea. Just because that pre-charges your camera. It means that you don't have to spend a lot of time waiting to charge it up. Fortunately, when your camera is fully charged, that is just a straight away a shutter chance, so you don't have to wait for a specific attack animation or anything like that. It's not like the Project Zero 3 final boss, if you ever experienced that. That was an absolute nightmare. Missed. That was very poor timing indeed. Project Zero has some really good final boss fights, and it sort of presents them in a sort of a reasonably unconventional manner, if you like, so it doesn't sort of go too overboard with the dramatic music and that sort of thing. It just feels suitably like a culmination of everything that's come before. Right, we've got just one last thing to do.
It's the last piece of the mirror.
Who would have ever thought? And then all we need to do without dying is just pop this in here. And we're done. Feels good.
Mafuyu. Thank goodness.
Don't forget your duty.
My duty is to keep this gate closed. Leave this gate to me. The rest of you, hurry and escape.
But what about you?
I must stop the calamity, or else it will happen again. Don't worry about me. You must go.
Mafuyu, come on. Look, their souls are all going back to where they belong.
Kirie. She was always struggling for life. Her soul must remain there, keeping the gates sealed off for all eternity. She had to sacrifice everything. These souls may rest in peace, but her soul will always suffer, forever and ever.
Ever since that day, we stopped seeing things that other people don't see.
And there we go. That ending that you just saw there, that is specific to the Nightmare mode. Some people regard that as the true ending. But interestingly, the subsequent games regard that as non-canon. Project Zero 3 in particular works on the assumption that you just saw the normal ending, in which Mafuyu stays behind to be a companion for Kirie. Which I thought was quite interesting, is that more often than not it's the other way round. You need the true ending to see what is assumed to be canon for the subsequent ones. I know there's a lot of games that do handle it that way. But anyway, that is Nightmare mode done and dusted, which I'm very pleased about, because I wasn't sure I'd be able to make it through it, but, well, we did. So all I've got to do now is go back to Chapter 1, capture those few ghosts we're missing, track down those few hidden ghosts I'm missing as well, and then we've got the complete ghost list. And that should give us the 0 lens for the camera, I believe, which makes the mission mode stuff a lot more straightforward. So I'll give that a go off camera, see how we get on with that. And then next time around, we'll make that our last episode for this particular series. We'll have a go at mission mode. We'll see how many we can clear with an S rank. If it gets too difficult, I'm not going to waste everyone's time by trying to grind through those. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with a fully upgraded camera with the 0 lens and so on. So, 4 hours 55, 48 seconds, 321,800 points. That's enough for a B rank. That's much better than I did the first time around. Which is not bad, considering it was on Nightmare mode. So, there we go. That is Project Zero, the Nightmare mode difficulty playthrough. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. Be sure to check out moegamer.net for new articles on Japanese and Japanese-inspired video games, new and old, every weekday. Every month, Moe Gamer features an in-depth exploration of an individual game or series as its cover game, so be sure to check the archives to see if your favourite has had a deep dive yet. If you'd like to support the site directly, please consider becoming a patron or buying me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.